don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Henry, the ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 10 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Shaquille Griffin. Tannehill's pass intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the
best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what can be a record-setting campaign. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Derrick Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been...
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got Rodgers. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Derrick Henry.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Their own 20. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got 5.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Robert Foster and the rest of the offense about set to go here. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, you ask for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stafford. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robert Foster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the lead is now 13. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. 3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This is Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it with Robinson. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there, first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Back to Brown, this time complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So we reach halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Titans 6.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? The receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Open man, here's Foster. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the run, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
And the Titans select.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard.
The Titans offense gears up for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Tannehill on 1st down. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
To Jeff Swaim. 10 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Aaron Donald with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations.
A 54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Titans.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Stafford. Now this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Fertzer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aaron Donald in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. To try again after the sack. Tannehill, man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
2 yards.
That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. And now it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rote. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like
13.
Yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall fought for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And the Titans getting set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill on the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And right side, Henry's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 21 yards. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Today's final score,
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much.